How do you feel entering a particular office for job interview? Naturally, one might be nervous. It's a natural reaction. But to avoid that, be prepared. Know yourself before going in for job interview. However, no matter how prepared you are, there are some mistakes we don't need to make because those mistakes will send the negative signals about you. That is why I'm making this video. Are you seeing me for the first time? Subscribe to my channel. I have so many videos on jobs and interviews. You're going to get what you need in my channel. Number one, don't ask them what is your company doing or what is the title of this particular job you're applying for. Any of these kind of questions, don't ask. Okay, you're applying for a job in a company you don't understand. Then why are you here? What prompted you to come in here if you don't understand what this job company is doing? Never you any ask question like that as if you don't know what the company is doing. That's why you have to make research about the company before going in for the interview. Then number two, you are overconfident. Don't say, I don't care what is involved in that particular job. As for me, I do everything. I can handle anything. They cannot believe you. Are you jack of all trade? Which area do you specialize? Which area are you a professional? Which area are you can you be relied upon? How can you tell me that you do everything? Don't say that kind of thing because you're overconfident. You have become a jack of all trade. Don't say that kind of thing in the interview. Number three, maybe they ask you a question on why you left your last job or why are you leaving your current job. You tell them, I don't get along well with my boss. I have a conflict with my boss. Eh, that means you are a quarrelsome person. You have a conflict with your boss where you are currently working and you're not leaving it for to look for a job in another company. Because it means tomorrow or next, you have a conflict with the person here, or with the workers here, or your supervisor here, or your manager here. That you are a quarrelsome person. You don't have a human nature. You don't get along well with people because it's a significant quality. Many companies don't want a person that is troublesome. You might have the best qualification, but you have a poor human relation skill. Sooner or later, you have conflict with your subordinates. You have conflict with the customers. You have a conflict with the suppliers. You have a conflict with the supervisor, with any. There are people who are naturally troublesome. Even if you are the best worker, but you can't get along well with others, many companies will not like to employ you. The next comment you don't need to make is telling them that this job is my stepping stone to my. By saying this, that means you are going to work with them briefly. It's a stepping stone to your next career. So you are going to come here and get what you want and move away. Many people don't want that because after you have been employed, they're going to train you. They will invest in you, train you very well, so that you'll be useful to them. So after the training, you leave them, and then they don't want that kind of people. They want a person that will stay with them for long, so that after they have trained you, you should remain with them and work for them for many years in the future. So they're looking forward for that kind of people in employment. Then another comment you don't need to make when employment during the job interview is asking them about salary. What is your salary? How much are you going to pay me? You should not be the one who will bring up the issue of salary. That the people who will ask you, what is your salary expectation? And it's a tactical question. I have made a video on that, on how you might answer that question. What is your salary expectation? You might actually tell them, I accept what is competitive in line with people of the same portfolio, people of the same qualification, people of the same caliber, people of the same level with me. What they accept is what I accept. It's tactful. Then another one comment you should not need to make during interview. I don't know when I either number 5 or number 6, or I have a lot to count. Is I don't know. They ask you a question you don't know. Don't bluntly say, I don't know. If they ask a question, that question, you don't know it. It's natural. Nobody knows everything. It's possible that somebody ask you a question you don't know. Ask other clarifying questions to that question. Make sure you understand them well. You definitely, I have heard something about that, but I will make research on that. I will find out. I'll make consultations. I make research before I come up with an idea. I need some time on that subject. Yes, it's a good approach. A person who says I don't know means road closed. You don't do anything again, and that's the end of the story. But you have a problem. You go back, put on your thinking cap, come up with a solution. That's the way any mature person does things. So they want to know how you think, your thinking pattern, the kind of person you are is included. But when you display how you answer such question, then another problem, another mistake you should not make is towards the end of the interview, they might ask you, "Do you have any question? Do you have any question for us?" Don't say, "I don't have any question." Prepare a question for them. One of them might be, how do you start off your new employees, new workers, as you employ them now? How do they start? Do you have training sessions for them? Do you have orientation sessions for them? And so, how would they start? It's an important question. They know that you are ready. It's a reasonable question, but never